A very good evening and welcome to Cricket Fanatics magazine. And today, South Africa completed another chase. Yes, I said that correctly. We completed a chase heading into the semi final. Probably exactly what we wanted from South Africa when it comes to a result, but not in the execution. And today, we're going to be chatting about the game between South Africa and Afghanistan. It was definitely a test for the Proteas. It was definitely a game that was going to be tricky, and we lost the toss, and we were put in to bowl first. And Afghanistan was pretty confident that they were going to get a decent total on the board. So today we're going to be discussing this final game for South Africa before the knockout stages. And I think it's something that we really need to that we need to analyze, but not analyze too much, because I think that South Africa are in a position where they need to put this game as well behind us, take the learnings from it, and move on quickly to preparation for the semi final against Australia, which we know is going to be happening at Kolkata. I do think that on a spinner friendly wicket to complete the chase, that is a positive thing for South Africa, but I don't want to read too much into it. Afghanistan's tournament is over now. They had a very good tournament so far, but South Africa put that to an end. And we are now going into a semi-final against a team that is quite comfortable always in semi-finals. So that is something that I'm going to be chatting about on today's show. Before we get going, before we get started, there's a couple of things I'd like you guys to please do. First and foremost, if you're new to this channel and this is the first time that you're here, please subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell as well for all future videos. I want you guys to also please subscribe to Cricket Fanatics magazine monthly. Every issue is 100% free, straight to your inbox every month. The latest issue is all about BMT, and it's the perfect issue for you guys to read some information from coaches, etc., that have been with the Proteas in World Cups before, and other people as well that have experience talking about the Proteas. And it's the perfect opportunity for you guys to see some insight into why things went wrong before and how you can coach BMT. Link is on the screen right now, as well as in the description. If you guys want to show your support for everything that we do here at Cricket Fanatics magazine, then please become a patron today. We are relying on your patronage, so please to keep us going. So please get involved with that. The link is on the screen as well as in the description right now. Smash the like button, comment, and share. Go to cricketfanaticsmag.com for all your regular updates. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video, into today's review. I'm looking forward to discussing this with you guys. A very good evening and welcome to Cricket Fanatics magazine. This is your review show. I'm your host, Khalid Mohideen, and this is the show where we talk about all the major talking points in South African cricket. And today, South Africa completed a chase, and there was a man that stood out. There was a man that was fantastic in this chase, and that was Andile Phehlukwayo. He was key to it, coming into this in his first game of this World Cup and doing a magnificent job. I thought he was excellent with regards to the bat today. I think he really did well from a South African point of view to take South Africa over the line, because it looked like Rassie wasn't necessarily um, batting with ease, I would say, in freedom. He was rotating the strike, etc., and he kind of gave Andile the strike in certain cases, trusting Andile, backing him, and the guy delivered, 100% delivered. So I think it was a fantastic performance from him. I think he was excellent. Okay, he did play in Tiruvananthapuram. He did play there in the warm up game, but he didn't have a ODI game yet until today in this World Cup, and he played phenomenally, I think. He was okay with the ball, but he was a lot better with the bat, and I think he needs a lot of plaudits. But let's go into the review of this match first and foremost and what took place. So now we know what this particular pitch is going to be like. Ahmedabad is where the final is going to take place, if I'm not mistaken. And I think South Africa now got a little bit of a taste on what is to offer with regards to the spinners. Rashid Khan was on fire today, but let's start with what happened in the match. South Africa lost the toss, Pavuma lost the toss, and Afghanistan put South Africa into bowl first. Now, we rested Janssen, we rested Shamsi on a wicket that is a spinner friendly wicket. Some people raised eyebrows about that. But I think our bowlers went about their business quite well. Even though Lungi Ngidi had some troubles with his fitness today, it looks like he's having a problem with the back of his ankle. I mentioned this before that we might need a rest in this particular game. I said that if one of the bowlers are if he's not 100% fit, because I noticed that he had a problem with his foot in the previous game. And although, yes, he had a little niggle also behind his in like a hamstring area, it was his foot I was more worried about, because I thought that they overlooked that particular injury, because that is something that can regress and get worse, etc. And I think that today, even though he had that issue, other than those last 2 overs of his innings, I think he bowled pretty well. He was consistent. Because today, his death bowling wasn't 100% spot on. He went for a hell of a lot of runs in the last couple of overs, and he gave Afghanistan a foothold in the match, which I wasn't very happy about at all. I was a little bit irritated by that, but it could cause some problems now. If if Lungi Ngidi is missing for the semi-final, I would definitely pick Andile and have a full team at 7, 8, and 9 all-rounders. Have them all there, including Gerald Coetzee against Australia, because I think that it gives us our firepower a little bit more of an edge, particularly after Andile's knock today. Um, Other than that, it depends on if they're going to go with 2 spinners or not. Then it won't be a massive issue. If they're going to go with 2 spinners, then obviously it's a straight swap. Andile out, and then Lungi out and Shamsi in. And Janssen obviously comes back into the team. Now, it was a little bit of an issue with Lungi today, but I think that the rest bowled very well. I think Aiden, he bowled okay for his in his 4.5 overs, not for 25. Coming in because Lungi needed to bowl, and then they continued to take a little bit more pressure off Lungi. But Rabada, decent today, even though he didn't take a wicket. I thought he bowled well today, kept good lines and lengths consistently, and I think that was brilliant from him. I think that Gerald Coetzee was excellent, 4 for 44. He was brilliant for his 10 overs. I think Keshav Maharaj was brilliant today, 2 for 25. And Andile was okay too, 1 for 36 in his 7. So I think a good game overall for Andile Phehlukwayo. He had a decent game today, even though he's coming in. So the issue for me is against Australia, we can't if he's not 100% and he doesn't pass, he's not 100% fit, then they can't take a risk with his fitness, etc., and they need to replace him in that semi-final. If he's available for the final, then by all means bring him back in, especially on this particular wicket, because I think a fully fit Ngidi on this wicket can be very dangerous, as he showed today in his first spells at the beginning. So yeah, the bowling performance decent, a lot bit. I still think that the wides not good. 15 runs conceded, 10 wides were bowled today. A lot of them coming from Lungi. One a leg bye and 4 buys. So we need to improve on that still. But bowling a team out for 244 on a wicket that was a good batting surface, batting first, is something that I think South Africa need to do better. We still need to improve on that, um, and it's something that I'm hoping for that improves as the semi final comes. That we can have our A game on over there. So 244. Another problem in the first innings was Temba Bavuma, who seemed to have hurt his or injured his hamstring. He looked like he had a bit of a hamstring issue, which was something that we need to look at, because if he's not 100% fit, there's no way we can play him in the semi final. And as much as it seems like they want to do it, I think they need to take that into consideration, because he put I think the opening pair put a little bit of pressure on the chase because they couldn't run twos. They gave up a lot of runs. They gave up a lot of runs, that ones and twos that they could have ran, and even sometimes in some cases threes on this big ground. But the chase didn't start. It started off much better. I think we were a lot better today with our approach in the chase than we were in other games. I mean, we got 64 on the board after 10 overs, which is a lot better. Temba wasn't batting to his full self. We could see that. He was struggling because he couldn't run between the wickets, and he was trying to go again. He was trying to go for it because that's all he could do, stand and deliver ultimately. I tried a little bit of a Glenn Maxwell there, but it didn't come off, and he lost his wicket, and he was the first wicket to fall. But the problem over here was Quinton de Kock losing his wicket cheaply shortly after that. That was an issue. Mohammad Nabi obviously getting him LBW, and that was something that I was a little bit upset about, because I thought that he could still stick around with Rassi. I mean, Reem and Rassi have done excellently in the past, 200-run partnerships, etc. So it was a bit disappointing, and Quinton was also a bit disappointed as well with his dismissal. You could see that. So it's no use trying to over criticize him, because he was also obviously he obviously saw that he didn't do well enough today, and that he threw his wicket away on 41. So that was a turning point in the match. Aiden Markram was looking decent. He was for his 25, and then again throwing his wicket away too. Um, Misread a Rashid Khan ball delivery, and yeah, losing his wicket as well. Klaasen was bold, a beautiful delivery from Rashid Khan, and it takes a lot to take out someone like Klaasen. So I think that was the one wicket that you could put your hands up and say, "Wow, a great delivery." So I think we can kind of forgive Klaasen for that one. And then David Miller chipped it back to the bowler. Disappointing dismissal again in a chase in this World Cup. I would like to see David Miller bat until the end and be the one that's there until the end. And then it was just about consolidating the runs and the run rate, and keeping in touch with the run rate. And the anchoring role that Rassi plays today needs to be applauded. I know a lot of people want to talk about his run rate and his strike rate, and that it's only 80, and people are going to complain about it. But we needed Rassi to play this type of knock, especially when wickets are falling around him. And I think he set that up for Andile. He took the pressure off Andile a lot today to actually just go out there and play his shots. And boy, did Andile do it for South Africa. 39 of 37, 1, 4, and 3 sixes at the strike rate of 105, taking South Africa over the line with 2.5 overs to spare. We obviously scored 247 and won by a healthy 5 wickets with 15 balls remaining. So congratulations to the boys. Obviously getting a victory heading into the semi-final, and I think that is brilliant from South Africa, and I'm hoping that we can take this confidence into the semi and dominate against Australia, beating them once again. I think that will be the perfect thing from a South African point of view. We'd obviously want them to do exactly that. Okay, so that's my review. Let me get into the live chat and see what you guys have to say, because obviously this show is about you guys and your comments. Gora, oh wait, where are the Andile haters that were saying he shouldn't play? Says Macmillan. Lorenzo says, and please, nobody can speak about bad about Andile today. The guy had a great game. Respect. The way he finished that innings of under pressure was sublime. 100%. If Lungi isn't fit next week, Andy should be a smart move, as he has a calm head on him when he bats. Yet I'm sure Shamo will play. We will find. Will we finally see Rasi? Oops. Will we finally see Riza play as well due to Temba's injury? If Temba's injured, they. I don't think they should risk it. If he can't run freely between the wickets, they can't. They shouldn't risk it. Then Riza must come in to replace him against Australia. Um, and Riza has what it takes against Australia. I think it's a perfect opponent for him to face actually in a semi-final. So I don't think they should risk it. Um, and I think they should play Riza if Temba is not 100% fit. Rassi is very valuable to this team. We could have fallen apart there 100%. Rassi's innings today must be applauded. I think he did brilliantly today. Andile should play for Ngidi if they want to play a pacer at Kolkata. Who from Shamsi or Kutsia would be good option? Now that's going to be the big question. In Kolkata, I think that someone like Shamsi and Andile would probably be a better combination. But with the form that Gerald Kutsia is in and the wickets that he's constantly taking, it's very hard to leave him out of a team. We approached that chase much better in my opinion. Softest misses still need to be corrected. Sorry, guys, my internet's been wonky the entire day. Lauren says we approached this innings much better in my. I'm just trying to find your comment quickly up here so I can read it from the live chat. Um, where is it? I know it's on the screen, guys, but um, okay, I can't find it. We approached the chase much better, in my opinion. Softest missile is still an issue for me, and we need to get that right. Rasi once again showing why he's the general of this team, having a fantastic World Cup. Sorry, guys, I am gonna miss some of the comments over here because I had to refresh the page. My internet has been wonky the entire day, and it's a little bit unstable. Lorenzo, if Temba said that, then he is just selfish if he doesn't step back even now. Last year's scene will be repeated. I didn't see what Lorenzo said, so I can't really comment on that one. Klaas Miller hasn't performed in NHA, shouldn't be a talking point, should be a talking point. Now we have selection issue in semi-final. Who we pick? Marco, Andile, Shamsi, Kutsia, Lungi, 3 out of 5. Now that's a good selection headache to have, though. Chatil says Kutsia has been excellent along with KG and Maharaj. Imagine if Andrich was there. Whew. It's time for Uncle Temba to go, says Damon. Temba flopped again. How many times he will get backing? Khalid Rassi played the anchor role. He was supposed to rotate the strike, soak up the pressure, and bat through. Don't think Rassi van der Dussen always gets the plaudits he deserves. Don't know why. I gave him loads of plaudits today. Temba has to walk, says Damon. Temba is the worst player I've ever seen for SA. That is 100% not true, but okay, I've seen way worse. Markham, Klaassen, and Miller must get serious reality checks when it comes to chasing. They just chuck their wickets away in the most weirdest ways. I'm afraid Klaassen, Krampus while chasing Markham, not much different either. This is one of those games. I believe that Aiden has a good chase in him. I believe that Klaassen has a good chase in him. I believe that Miller has a good chase in him. So far in this tournament, they haven't delivered. But let's see how they handle the pressure. Rassi and Andile played well. Give the men credit where it is due. 100%. And I gave them all the credits on today's show. They look more controlled in their chase today. Still soft as missiles, but much better. It was much better. If they approached it like they bat first, it's exactly what I asked them to do, what I wanted from them. I wanted them to approach the chase like they bat first. Lay a foundation, lay a platform, build a partnership, and then give it to our middle order. But today the middle order didn't pull their weight. And the opening pair lost their wicket at exactly the wrong time. But Rassi van der Dussen doing what Rassi does. Most consistent, one of the most, actually the most consistent batter in the South African lineup for the last 4 years, I would say. Temba flopped because he couldn't run today, so tries to be positive attacking. Exactly. And he has failed every time in this World Cup by trying to be overly positive. Andile isn't good with the ball, not good enough to bowl 10 overs. He bowled well, okay today, though. Lorenzo not Markram. He was the one who stood on that difficult Chennai wicket alone against Pakistan. Agedi must also be dropped. Australia will say thank you very much if you play four seamers and only the one spinner offered out on Kolkata. Shamsi is 100% a must. Shamsi is a must. So the question is going to be Lungi out, Shamsi in. And then the question is going to be, okay, obviously Marco comes back in for Andile. And then that's your seam attack ultimately. That's your bowling attack ultimately. Khalid 100% can't take chances with Lungi in the semis. This is elite level sport. When you're not 100%, then you should not play. We also can't take chances with Temba. He can hardly run. I guess it was a sacrifice from Temba. Tex. We needed Temba to try his best and get as many runs as possible rather than not bat. Macmillan, then what about those previous 6 matches? He was not injured then, right? Khalid Bro, well, Andile replaced Lungi in the semis. Obviously, Marco comes in and Kutsia after this performance, unlikely to be dropped. I don't think so. I think that Shamsi will come in, to be honest with you. We need an extra spinner in Kolkata, especially against Australia. Ngiri would only be useful in seaming conditions. Kolkata and Ahmedabad, as we saw today, wasn't swinging around. That looks like a hamstring tear by Timber. The guy can't run, and that says a lot. His tournament could be done. Hammies normally take a while to recover, a hell of a long time to recover. Dropping Kutsia was even hilarious against India. He is X factor. World Cup is rigged for India by BCCI, says Amit. Why Temba and Lungi playing when they had issues? I don't think that they had issues before the game. That is the problem. They didn't have issues before the game, and Lungi started feeling the issues after his second over, and Temba started feeling the issues when he sprinted to the boundary to go to catch a delivery. So at that stage, they had to just go on and play on. And I commend them for doing that. They understood that the team needed them and they played through the injury regardless of whether it is going to put their World Cup in detriment or not. This innings by Rassie was my favorite in the tournament. Finally, someone took real responsibility. As per numerology, as per numerology calculations, if Temba continues to captain, South Africa will lose in semis. Markram signs are bright to be a captain. Look what you are saying. Azim says drop Temba and Miller. We can't drop Miller. Definitely not. We don't have another finisher in this team. And people were not saying Lungi is crap. In fact, Lungi has been stellar, but when you're not 100% fit in high octane semi-final, you definitely can't take the field. The same goes for Temba. And I don't understand why certain people will say certain things. I don't know why certain people say when you criticize a player and you have a logical explanation for why they should be left out of a team. I don't know why it has to be an issue, and I don't know why that people that have a logical explanation for someone to be rested or dropped, why those comments are bundled alongside other people's comments who are making who have unfair or ulterior motives for people being dropped. Those are two different camps. They're not the same WhatsApp group. Um, Daniel FC is not convincing. That's why I say Rassi is the most mature guy in the team. While he should be at the age that he is, no offense, Rassi, getting up opposition 5 down under 150 always is brilliant. Has happened every game apart from India, and now we need to learn how to clean up that tail faster because we always allow someone to come back into the game and score runs. It's happened in every single game that we've played. Yes, Markram has that spark to win those big tournaments. That reverse sweep needs to stop, says Azim. Not looking convincing against Spin. I think they look pretty decent against Spin. We struggled a bit against Rashid Khan today. But I think we look pretty decent today against Spin. I mean, Afghanistan had 4 spinners today, so and they're difficult to play against, to chase against. Jay Shah won't let any other team win this World Cup. In chases, I would suggest having Miller come up ahead of Klaassen. In chases, Miller averages in 50s and 60s, and we can have Klaassen to back him up to go berserk at the end. Klaassen is killer while batting first. The Timber hamstring won't recover 100% in time for the semi-final. We can't play with half a player. I see he's already doubling down in terms of his availability. No need to be selfish. Riza is fully fit. Klaassen and Miller have been disappointed in chases. Yes, Prasad, it can be tried. Um, a small tear in the hamstring is already 3 weeks out, so there's no way he can play against Australia. We'll just have to aggravate his injury playing by playing. Plus, you do have more than capable replacement in Riza. But if he is fit, he's going to play. We know that. Um, if it isn't a hectic, if it's just a slight niggle and not a hectic one, then and he's fully fit and he passes the fitness test. Sorry, and he passes the fitness test, then he's going to play, guys, and we're going to have to accept it. But if he is injured, I would suggest that he doesn't. We do have someone very capable on the bench. Rassi and Andile played very well in tandem. The ball was spinning and they decided to play out the spinners. I thought it was brilliant the way they faced Rashid Khan's final over. I think that was extremely smart and calm. They didn't allow the amount of balls that they wasted to get under their skin. I think Andile was so mature in his chase today. He didn't allow the balls that were depleting slowly get under his skin. They saw out Rashid Khan's final over because Afghanistan smartly kept Rashid to later on to try and break a partnership. And they survived that, and then Andile went on the attack. So I thought it was very smart batting. It's South Africa versus India final, and India is winning it. All scripted by Jay Shah and the BCCI. No way Bavuma will give up the opportunity to captain a potentially World Cup winning team in knockouts. He'll try his level best to be fit and contributing in those games. When will the squad against India tour will be announced? Still a while. This was is a tour that's happening now. Um, the Windies are coming here, and then I think after that, Scott Shukri will be on that tour. Um, this is SA's best World Cup campaign since 1999. No matter what happens from here, 100%. Today again, opponent bowlers were particularly targeting Quinton Cock. That is why second opener becomes important. Bavuma is making Quinton Cock vulnerable, said Amit. Now we our problem need to pick three out of Shams. You could see Lungi and Marco. Could see Lungi and Marco. I would play Riza with Pavuma injured, no brain. Yeah, well, it's an absolute no brainer. There's no one else really. And Gedi, I wouldn't play in the upcoming games anyways due to those venues not offering a lot of movement at night like Mumbai. The form of Kutsia is just very hard to ignore. The boy should play, in my opinion. How are we going to fit him in is the question. That's the question. How do we fit him in? Next month, India series, I want players like Brevis, Rickleton, Stubbs, Bayers. And let's not talk about that yet. It's still a long way for that. You mention it every single day, Sam. So that's why I get a little bit annoyed. Um, it's frozen. Is it frozen? Sorry, guys. Yeah, it was frozen. Um, I needed to refresh, of course. Um, Temba is getting the FAF treatment now from fans. I'm not saying that he's struggling with form, but the notion that the one player is going to cost us the tournament is ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to move on to a little bit later on into the comment section over here because there are loads. Yo, reading some of these comments is like on an episode of Days of Our Lives, dramatic. So were the days of our lives. Them like sands through the hourglass. So were the days of our lives. Timber, my hamstring will just have to be ready, at least in my head. That sounds like a guy who knows he's in trouble. My hamstring will just have to be ready, at least in my head. Happy to see Andile improved his batting but lost his bowling skill a bit. Shown some maturity today. I think he bowled okay today, actually. Andile needs to improve his batting against spin. Could say takes a wicket every 18 balls. Every 3 overs, guys. Absolutely sublime. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. We need to find a way out to fit him in. It's tough, though. Harley, it's much worse on social media platforms. The amount of underhanded and hateful comments is ridiculous. If I'm honest, I don't see a lot of valid criticism from most comments on other. That's why we created this platform. We try to create an environment and a live chat and a community where we can have good discussions and fair discussions about the game and help each other and learn from each other. That's the most important thing. We all need to learn from each other. Um, I'm still learning about this game daily. You guys, um, I don't know if you feel that you're learning every single day and that this community is helping you do that, but that's the aim. We want to all grow and learn and become cricket fanatics. That's our aims. We should all become fanatical about the game, and that's what I want to try to create, and that's why I created this channel so that we can all learn from each other, different opinions, different types of thought processes, everything. There's many ways to skin a cat, even though I don't really like that phrase that much. It's a bit sick. Platforms only on this channel do people use logic. And there we go. That's why you must subscribe right now. You need to, because of that comment right there, subscribe, click that notification bell for all future videos, please, guys. And also for that comment over there from DT, smash that like button, please. So we're in a position where they should have won with 8 or 9 wickets. Some poor shot selection allowed Afghanistan to get back into the game as per usual. Andile did very well today, but we should not get swept up in the hype. We need to look at things logically. If you look at conditions at Kolkata, um, oh, sorry, at Eden Gardens, the two spinners is a must. Who picks themselves? 100%. Rabarakuchi Janssen Maharashamsi at Kolkata has to be. Khalid, if we get into a situation like 2015 semi final, who do you think will step up? Yo. Marco Janssen, my guy. Marco Janssen will step up for us. I back that guy in death. Really, I do. In the semi final, Gideon Kutsia Shamji should be straight in against Australia. How did you see the protest chase 320, 325 in the semi? Yo. Um, at the moment, I don't see it, but I have blind belief in my team. Ma Musa Bas says captaincy, it's not all about runs scoring. Leave them alone, let him play. Looks like the team is better with him in at the helm. Yeah, I agree, and I love his captaincy, and I would agree with you if he was fully fit. I've been an advocate of him still playing because what I believe that his role as a captain in this team is priceless. Um, it's invaluable, um, and so I would select him. But if he's injured and he can't bat, we already have such a light batting attack. It wouldn't be smart to weaken the batting top six because we'd actually ultimately be batting with a top five then if that is the case. So we can't take a risk like that against Australia. They already bat deep. So yeah, that's a risk we can't take if he's injured. I'm saying if he's not fully recovered, he can't bat like today, where he's still nursing an injury and he can't run between the wickets and turning down doubles and triples. Maxwell struggles versus express pace, so Kutsia has to play for him. And the likes of Stoinis Shamsi is a must versus the middle order too. The community is definitely helping us and keeping us close to the game we all love. That's why we'll tune in every day. Thanks a lot, DT. Subscribe, click that notification bell, smash the like button, everybody. Thank you very much. Falake says, uh, with Temba, the issue is the mentality and not the lack of skill. You must try not to overdo things. He must play his 100%. Well done. Smash the like button for that comment. That's exactly what I agree. I will feel for Temba if he's out injured, though. Manners was part of a 4-year plan of this coming together. We would be a shame if he isn't there at the least with the squad. Everyone disregarding New Zealand playing final. Fit New Zealand team could put an upset, Bolt back in form. So a Janssen 5-4 and a 20 ball 70 odd to sink the down under boys next week, eh? Who's putting a wager on that with me? Toss will be vitally important against Australia. We bat first, we win. Take a massive advantage in that game, in my opinion. Have the bowling to put Australia under massive pressure if they chase. Wish SA win the toss and bat first in the semi-finals. So do I. If Australia bat first, they cannot make more than 280, 290. Says I'm very confident. SA won't be able to chase that. And yeah. This is the best place to come move out on the couch after my run. Thanks, chaps. Thank you, Macmillan. Mamu Sabah says Proteas need to be innovative. We need pioneers. Let's do something different. Same old, same old. We need a type of Rassi Erasmus mindset. Not me, says Matt92. I just hope the comparison to the box by general public doesn't get to the boys. Yeah, I don't think it will. They've been doing really well at blocking out noise, I think personally. But somehow the media seem to bring that noise into press conferences, and then you get the case of Marco Janssen getting all nervous before India. Toss will be vital in all the knockouts. Win the toss and win 50% of the matches. They need to send a toss proxy like Faf did back in 2019. Bavuma is fit for the knockouts because man can't win a toss to save his life. Only won 2 tosses in the tournament. I've seen this movie before, not feeling confident for the semi, says Matt92. Yeah, let's just try to be positive until we finally raise that trophy whenever that when our time is when it's our time, it's our time. And I truly believe that the knockout games, all you need is luck to strike twice, which isn't too far reached. We win the toss twice, bat first twice, and maybe we get a World Cup. 225 has only been chased twice in the past 15 years at that ground. The toss determines a lot, irrespective of chasing ability. Who knows? Azim, I'm a more surprised. I watch every sport where the Republic is involved. If I may say so myself, I'm an expert in all South African sports. If you must say so yourself, yeah. Janssen is a fine. Kutsia Yorkers are incredible and for under 50 km speed. And truthfully, Ngidi bowling on a slow ball in a slot and doesn't have the confidence to bowl Yorkers and doesn't bat and field. Lawrence says, Barry says, hopefully the luck will be on our side for once in a semi-final. Just for once, man. Lady Luck, Lady Cricket, please be on our side. We've went through the pain and the hardships, and they say if you go through pain and hardships, on the other side of that is the gold. And if you push through those, if you push through those barriers and those hurdles, you get positivity at the other end and rewarded at the other end. So please, we've been through years and years of heartache and etc. It's now the time that we get a little bit lucky, and have luck on our sides as well. Who knows, all the years of bad luck in ICC tournaments will revert. Yeah, positive. Khalid, how are you feeling for? Not confident. I don't even. Yeah, I just go through the motions when I watch a United game. Now I don't even get upset anymore. At the moment, I'm just going through the motions. Yeah, supporting on the side. If openers can't bat, the whole team crumbles. Play 2 spinners for semi-finals. You have to. Please just buy us a final, bloody hell. With the confidence Janssen could see Phehlukwayo has to be semi-final. That what do you think playing 11 Khalid? Yeah, I think I might just do that as well. Lungi's not looking great at the moment, eh? Rassi's mentality and his calm, clear mannerisms during press conference are very enlightening. A leader. This guy, let me not. I can't stress more on the amount of on the few times that I've met Rassi and interviewed him, etc. I mean, one of the most respectful, humble guys that I've met in the cricketing space. Always says hello, always greets, always stands a little bit to have a chat. Um, I have a lot of respect for Rassi van der Dussen. A hell of a lot of respect, and you can see it in his performances and what he gives. Um, he gives his all. Whenever he puts on that green and gold shirt. World Cup semi-final, SA playing how there is no selection issue. I hope no run out, no drop catch chance, and no panic, and give 100% good enough to book a spot in the final. If they play a final, SA won't have any baggage. Think about it. Yep. Baggage will be extinguished. Muller should come home, come ahead of Klaasen, says BG3. Khalid United was so down the river by refs and VR against. Yeah, true. But even so, you can't concede so many goals so soon after. Even if you have 10 men, just park the bus and counter attack, especially when you're in the lead. How do we throw away the lead twice? It's mental. Truly, really Indian state language commentator are telling to bowl Gideon Yorkers or at least some other balls. Yeah, but yeah, he was struggling today. He really struggled today, especially in his penultimate overs, his last two overs of the day. Sampa Maxwell would be difficult to handle in Eden Gardens. At least no rain for semi-final. Yeah, at least. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell for all future videos. I'm extremely happy that South Africa got a victory today. Download the latest issue of Cricket Fanatics magazine monthly. Every issue is 100% free. Set your inbox every month. Link is on the screen as well as in the description. If you want to show your support for us and everything that we do here, and you want us to continue doing what we're doing, then please become a Patreon today. Link is on the screen as well as in the description. Smash the like button, comment, and share, and go to cricketfanaticsmag.com for all your regular updates. Yeah, I enjoyed your comments today, guys. Sorry a little bit about the pausing and stopping and refreshing. Um, and I'm just happy about this result today, that we got a final win under our belt before the semi-final and we completed the chase. It will give us some confidence. But we need to bat first against Australia in that semi-final. Somehow we need to do so. To all of the guys out there, thanks a lot for tuning in again on another amazing show. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening and your weekend. And I'll see you guys again Monday with another daily show. Semi's approaching very soon, guys. Are you excited? I know I am. And I'll speak to you guys very soon. Try to enjoy your weekend. And yeah, just have a great time and relax if you need to, if you've had a hectic week. I'll see you guys again on Monday, where we can chat more cricket. All the best, everyone. Peace out.